Hello everyone and welcome back to Living with Cam and Shan, where today is the day for another video. So for today's video I've kind of had this plan for a little while now, a few weeks I guess. It's something I kind of found on a whim as I was researching a bunch of things to do for video ideas and stuff like that, so I thought I'd give this one a try. I've not heard of it before, but some of you may have. How about I get to the point and tell you what I'm actually doing then? So I bought this really handy dandy book about trigs. And you're probably asking yourself, what are trigs? Well, if my editing skills are what I think they are going to be in my head, then I would have shown you the book I've got and it would show a little picture of the trig. So if you are like me and didn't know what the hell a trig was, thankfully this little book and a lot of research on my part tells you what a trig is. They're called trig points, or trigonometrical stations is their proper name, and they're most commonly sited around Britain's hills and stuff like that, constructed between I believe 1936 and 1962 as part of an Ordnance Survey regulation of Great Britain. That's not to say that the UK are the only people who have this. I believe other countries do, potentially, or at least I know they've been given different names around the world. I'll put all the different names in the description if I can find them, but they've got loads of different names. But in the UK they're trig points, and there is an actual challenge that someone's made where you have to quote unquote bag these trig points or log them and stuff like that. And I've been an outdoorsy person myself, and is kind of the content we put on this channel. I thought it'd be a cool idea to kind of go and bag these. And I've picked the Pembrokeshire one, as you can see, obviously, because that's where we live. So we'll start off easy, nice, sweet and simple, trying to get these. And what are the benefits of getting these? Nothing. Just that you can see them and you can go, hey, I went to this, and that's it. But they're kind of obvious little landmarks, the little concrete pillars. I've seen them before, didn't know that's what they were called anyway, so some of them I've visited, but I'll revisit them then anyway for you guys on camera, and we'll see how many we can actually get to, because as you can see I've kind of done a little research already, and I found out some of these are kind of in private land and I don't really want to go into someone's farmland to get these. Some of them are kind of literally just slightly off the path and I could probably get to it, or if I can't get to it and it says private land, I might be able to see it and use the camera to zoom in and show you that it is actually visible from where I'm standing. But some of them are actually just out in the open and you can go see them and touch them and do whatever you want, take a photo, buy them and stuff like that, and say, hey look, I came here. Some of them are up hills, some of them aren't. So some of them you'll have to have a little bit of a trek, but my handy dandy little colouring system here tells me what I need to do to get to some of these. So I've marked yellow for easy, blue is you need to walk to it, and pink is that you need to purchase to get there, because some of these are actually on some little small islands in Pembrokeshire, like Skoma or Ramsey. Caldy I think is the other one, and to get to those you kind of have to spend a little money to get on, I believe. So I've put those there so I know if I am to randomly flip through and pick one, then I know what to expect out of some of these. And then some of the other ones I haven't marked because they're private and I probably can't get to them, or I will try and get to them at a later date when I've done a little bit more research. But overall, these are the things I want to be doing today. I might do this like as a once a month thing. I don't know, it gets me kind of travelling around the place and seeing a bit more of Pembrokeshire by doing some of this, and it's just a nice little challenge. I've been looking for something to do to get me out of the house anyway and explore a little more, but with a bit of purpose to it rather than just going, hey look at this. At least this is something purposeful to do and go out, and I can go to different locations and be like, hey, and actually find these, because some of these are down pathways that Google Maps won't show me the view of and stuff like that. And finding parking, I'm going to find parking and stuff like that, so it's going to be a fun little thing, and who knows, maybe I'll get told off for going on someone's land. Hopefully that's not the case, fingers crossed, but we'll see. But for the purpose of today's video I have marked down 3 or 4 that I want to get off the list that I know will be sweet and easy to get to and I won't have to worry, which I believe are quite close to each other from what I've seen. It's number 7 is the first one I want to go to. which is towards Strumblehead, Pushderry area. So that one's a bit of a walk, tiny bit of a walk on. And then I believe the other ones are number 14, 53 and 60, I think, are the other three I want to knock off the list because they're very close to the road and I can easily get to them, so those will be easy targets as well. I kind of had the idea of maybe doing a little randomizing for the next ones, just pick it out of a hat and go to it type thing. But we'll see how these go, see how well I end up doing, and see what chaos I cause along the way. But first I need to get into something a little more appropriate for the kind of excursion we're going to go on. There seems to be a running thing that I kind of have to do. So if you've got this book as well and you want to join along with me, you can. The gear I'll be taking with me is something sweet and simple, just some walking trousers or hiking trousers, because as you can tell from our previous video, it rains a lot here, so these are kind of semi-waterproof-ish. They'll keep me dry at least for a while. You could either go long sleeve or short sleeve top. I usually go short sleeve just because I get very hot when I start walking and stuff like that, so I'd rather go short sleeved. If it's super cold, you can wear a thermal. Nice little woolly jumper to put on top, and then your jacket of choice. Hats, scarves, gloves are optional. I like to wear 2 pairs of socks just because of the hiking shoes I wear. It just makes it a little more comfortable. Then don't forget your essentials. You need your camera gear and stuff like that if you're going out like I am, recording all this. Some snacks, obviously. Oh, and don't forget your trig book. You're going to need that. And then once you've got your things ready, it's time to head out. Don't forget you gotta go. Come on now. Let's go. Well, hello there. Look who it is. You're probably thinking, why the hell are we inside and not outside? It's because this is Shannon from the future. So before we get out and about, I wanted to apologise. This video was meant to be out last week and it wasn't. It's now out this week. This is because the footage that you're about to see in a minute, the audio is all gone, completely gone. There are little bits and pieces with the audio actually does work, but sadly 90% of it is all gone, so I've had to kind of fix it in some way, shape or form, and by doing that I've done narration, just because the weather hasn't been that great for me to go back out and redo this stuff, plus me and Cameron have been away, so it's been a little difficult to fix the situation until now, so hopefully, fingers crossed, you guys are seeing this. That means I fixed it. Well, not fixed it, but come up with a temporary solution, and hopefully moving forward this audio thing won't be a reoccurring issue. With that being said, enjoy the rest of the video. It's not how I'd like it to be, but it is, like I said, a temporary fix. I'm hoping you'll enjoy it, even with just me narrating it in the background, so I will leave you go to it. I'll put you back in the bag so that you can go on the adventure with me, shall I? Yep. Alright, I'll meet you there. And welcome to narration by Shannon. So here's where the audio has sadly left us for some reason, and here's me chatting about how close the first trig actually is to me. I did not realise it until I could see it in the distance, all the way just up the hill, about like 5 minutes away or something like that. So that was a nice little surprise, even though I did research these beforehand, but distance is deceiving on Google Maps. But I knew this one included at least a little bit of a walk, so I wanted to get this one over and done with, and then do kind of like a quick fire round for the last ones. Something nice, sweet and simple to start off with, so that I don't get overwhelmed with some of these. I do really plan on going to all 66, or at least all the ones that I've marked off that aren't in private property. I haven't counted, so I don't exactly know how many that is, but the idea is to get as many as I can, and then hopefully move on to different counties or countries even. We'll see how dedicated I get to this. But for now, the first one is about a few minutes away, and I'm going to walk to it. And here we are, not too far from the trig. You can see it in the distance, and I'm probably saying, well, there she be. If I know myself very well. The walk itself was pretty easy. There was a small little incline coming up, but nothing too major. Obviously, how long it takes you guys to get here depends on fitness levels and stuff like that. So this is just from a kind of general overview on my part. I most definitely am not the fittest person there is, but I do walk on the occasion, and obviously our channel is dedicated to adventures such as this, so I do have some level of fitness. Bear that in mind if you do go and do some of these. But before I can say it's complete, I do have to go and actually touch these trigs. That is going to be my rule. And here's me deciding which path to go down. Do I go to the easy path or do I go to a small path? Let's do the small path. Obviously that is what my mind will always pick for some reason, and then I sadly regret it because I have to climb up a bunch of rocks. But the trig is right there at least, so I have that motivation right in front of me. Am I rewarded with a beautiful trig, but also a gorgeous, stunning view. Pembrokeshire does not disappoint, obviously. I'm probably pointing to where I started, down in the little car park, admiring how far I've come, which is just 5 minutes. And as you can tell by my nice flowing hair, the wind has picked up here, which is pretty nice. But a nice little tippy tap of the trig to say we did it, and that is the first one off the list. And like I said, rewarded with just stunning views and actually blue skies for once in Pembrokeshire, which is a rare occasion. Oh, but I do believe we have some audio, original audio coming through that actually got picked up. So shall we see what past me has to say? Over there is Strumblehead, where we did a lot of our dolphin stuff over there. I see no like a spot right now. I know Push Dairy isn't far from here. I think it's somewhere in this region over there. My geography is very bad, sorry guys. But I know it's somewhere in that vicinity, I'm pretty sure, somewhere near us. Maybe that way actually. It might be that way. I could go for a little walk over there and see in a minute, but first I want to take this little thing in. Oh, my first ever one. And as you can tell, it's a little windier up here. But it's nice because we don't usually get it quite warm here. So the fact that there's a breeze and warm, oh, this is lovely. When I start walking back down, it's going to be warm again. But we did it, guys! Trick number 1! The other ones are going to be a little easier than this one. Very easy, actually, because they're on the side of the road. I picked them because, like I said, I wanted to start slow, and I'm getting distracted because I see like a little weird building thing down there, or what used to be a building. Let's go have a look, shall we? And then we'll come back. Oh, not that way. And then we'll come back to the trig. Oh, so what's this then? Oh God. Hey, it's like a cute little shelter thing. There's the trig. I'm sure it says somewhere. I'll have to look that up later. I don't know what that says. I'll put you up higher so you can read it. But look at that. Oh, you can't beat that view. And then there's the sun, obviously, that's gonna hit your eyes. But ta-da! We did it. We made it. So here I am back in the car, and I'm pretty sure I am talking about how absolutely boiling hot it actually it is in my car. For once, this is not something we're used to in Wales, or at least at this time of the year when it's only just turned spring. So the aircon is on, and I have, for the first time in a while, put my winter coat away. But that is the first trig down. Easier than I thought it would be, considering the research I did, but I'm glad. Nice little start off for my little challenge that I've set myself. But with that being said, number 7 is knocked off our list on the Trig Bagger book, and I believe the next one we're off to is 14, if I'm correct, which is the Kreuzgorch one. This one is on the side of a road, so I know this one will be relatively simple to get to. But with that being said, let's head on to the next one. And we're back on to the next one. Future Shannon narration is still here. I believe I will be for the whole duration of the second trig and third one, I think. So I hope you're not getting too annoyed of this. I apologise. If Wales weather stayed consistent, then I could have gone back out and done these, but they don't. And also, me and Cam went away for a week, so you will just have to take my narration and deal with it. But yes, trig number 2 is just past a fence, I believe I saw while I drove past, and it did have some text, some signs, so I believe I go and read them and see what exactly they say, and hope that it doesn't say that it's private property and I'm not allowed to go past. Otherwise that would be a very big shame, and I would have to then cancel that one and move to the next one. But if my memory serves me well, I'm pretty sure that all should be well, and I can go over the fence and we can head on to our second trig. I believe once I went past the fence there was a little section on the side you could walk past. It just mentioned to be mindful of your surroundings, of anything dangerous and stuff like that, which I later found out did apply to me, because to get to the trig, which I found 5 minutes after walking because I went straight past it and missed it, it was behind some bushes and little trees on like a dirt mound or something, and there was copious amounts of metal scrap and pieces everywhere. So if you do come to this one, be mindful of where you're stepping in the really long grass and stuff, because there could be sharp metal pieces everywhere. So that one I was really careful to get to, but once I got to it, did the nice little tippy tap on the top, marked it off my list, got the nice little photos that I wanted, and then headed back to the car. And with a quick cut, well, we made it to trig number 3. And as you can see, I've kind of parked right outside someone's farm field, someone's property anyway, so it's right there though, and I can see it, but the sad thing is I can't get to it. There's a fence in the way, so sadly this one I'm not going to be able to give a little tippy tap. On the top at least it's easy to see and get to, and you don't have to travel too far into the field, so there is that. I actually don't know what I'm discussing with you guys here at this point, but I'm sure it's something very important as per usual. But this one's a nice short sweet one, and one I don't want to linger too long at, so shall we head on to the next one and get out this guy's field? Continuation from the third one. I do believe the next one, the audio is back, so from what I can remember, I discussed to the camera that the next one requires a little bit of a walk because the parking was further away, as I couldn't find parking nearby. So this is the last you hear of future Shannon narration. I hope you enjoy what past me has to say for the rest of the video. Oh well, I might have lied about the parking. I found a little spot just down the road, right near it actually, which I didn't see on Google Maps when I had a look. So the walk is way less than I anticipated, so, but I don't see it is the problem, and it's once again in someone's field somewhere around here. I think it's right by here. I'm hoping once I get around you can see it. This will be the last one on the list, and we can go home, and I believe the book, the Trig book, actually has things you can fill out in it, so we can fill that out and see actually how difficult. Oh okay, I found it. Yeah. Oh, it's completely fenced off, so you can't get to it at all. Oh, bummer. Damn it. I was hoping it'd be like right here or something so you can get to it, but that looks like it's completely fenced off and you can't get around to it. But it's there. It's so close, so close. But we can say we did it. That is number 60, I believe, on the Trig book list, that they've numbered it. So, yeah, that was nice and easy, like I wanted it to be. I don't know why I expected it to kind of go downhill and something go completely wrong. I was thinking maybe I would end up in someone's farmyard and someone shouted at me. So I'm glad that the research I did worked. We'll go home and fill out whatever the trig book says, because I know there's some bits and bobs in there, like it says about distance and how difficult and stuff like that. So we can go through that together, and I can tell you how difficult it actually was to get to some of these, whether it be the drive that was hard or get into them, because obviously this one you can't get to because it's behind some fence, some wired fence, but it's there, I promise you. I'm not photoshopping that in or editing that in. I don't have that kind of skills. Like I said, this one was meant to be a little more of a walk, so I was going to kind of chat a little more. I need to take a photo of it. I completely forgot. But yeah, I found parking that was a lot closer than I expected. So what we're going to do then is I'm going to cut to me at home, and we'll have another chat about this because I'm hungry and I've eaten all my snacks. So it's that time, it's dinner time. So I can have food and we can discuss how easy or difficult these were. Would I do this again? Yes. I'll answer that straight off. Yes, I'll do this again, because some of them are going to be way more difficult than the ones I've done today. And who knows what trouble I'll get into trying to do the rest. But I think for the other ones, I'll kind of do it randomized, so I don't know exactly where I'm going. That will be a little more interesting. And I can kind of research a little less, which will cause more chaos, I know that for sure. So it'll kind of just be an experience, and I don't know what I'm getting myself into then. So how about I meet you at my house, shall we? Okay, scratch that. We're not going back home. I found a fence, a little gate anyway, that I'm going to quickly jump over, go and tap it, and then we're going to go back, okay? Because I really want to kind of say that I went to this, so there's no signs or nothing, so I'm just going to quickly run over and touch it. Ah! Run with me. Ah! Let's go. Oh, there's a little path here, so either the farmer who owns this place does this, or everyone else has done this, but there it is. Ah! We did it. Okay, run. Go. We did it! Wasn't too sure if I was allowed in there, so we got in, we touched it, we got out. Simples. So now let's head home, shall we? And welcome back to Shannon from the future. So again, this is something I'd already pre-recorded, and the audio just bugged on me completely. So I'm re-recording this one because it's nice and easy, but I'll just do a quick kind of flip through of what I did previously. So I said to you guys that I would fill these out and tell you how easy and stuff these all things were, because it's got nice little bits in here that tell you how easy, how the view was, enjoyment and stuff, and all these little extra bits and pieces, so you can kind of see how long it took me to do some of these. I only filled in the ones that I kind of had the information on, so like stuff like the parking. So this is the first trig we went on. The parking, obviously they had parking there, so I put 4 stars. I mean, it's a small parking thing, so that's why I kind of left one out. Took like 5 to 10 minutes to get up to the trig. It was just a little old me. Maybe someday Cameron will join me on one of these and I can change it. Weather was actually sunny for once. Difficult to find. I kind of put it at 2, just because if you didn't do the amount of research I did, you might not realise it's up there, but you can kind of see it a little bit in the distance from the car park, so that's why I put that at that. And then obviously everything else down here I filled in, so I really enjoyed it. It was a nice little walk to get there, and the views obviously were stunning, so I had to put that all the way to 10. Difficulty again, wasn't that hard for me, but personally again, fitness wise, if this isn't something you can do, then obviously maybe it'll be a little more difficult, or accessibility and stuff like that, because it was uphill. Maybe some people wouldn't be able to get up there, but you understand what I mean. But that was the first trig we did, and then I believe the second one we did 14, which was the one over the fence. So again, I'll just go through these really quickly. The parking was on the side of the road. Didn't take me that long to find it. Again, difficult to find because it was behind some hedges and stuff like that, so that's the only reason it's like that. And in terms of difficulty, if you can't wasn't too difficult to get to and stuff like that. Just be mindful of obviously all the metal and stuff like that that I saw lying around. Third one we did was number 60, which was the one in that guy's farmyard, so the one we couldn't touch. So again, 1 minute, because I parked right outside of it, so it wasn't too bad. Parking is horrid for what I've put, because there is literally, it's like a back lane, so there is only space for one car, so you can't even park there without, you know, having letting people pass. Difficult to find. No, it wasn't, because it was right there. In terms of views and stuff, you couldn't really see much because it was in a field with kind of high hedging and stuff like that, so enjoyment, it was alright. I got to see nice little views while I was driving, but that's about it. And then last but not least, number 53 was our last one near Solva. Parking, I put higher than I thought I would actually, because I actually found parking nearby, but it was limited, and the back roads were a little small, so you just got to be very careful. It didn't take me that long at all, because it was just down the road. Yeah, and overall, views are a lot nicer than the other two previously. Again, not that hard to find, and it was alright. I enjoyed walking there, the two minutes that I did walking there. But overall, I picked these ones. They won't be difficult anyway, because I picked them. They are easy ones from what I researched, so that is the only reason that the difficulty isn't any higher than they are. But with that being said, after our cool little overview and completion of 4 trigs already, wow. I don't know if I'll be doing that many continuing on in one go, because they are a little further away from each other than these ones are. I picked these because they're nice, sweet and simple, like I said. But yeah, that's the end of the video, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry again for the audio issues and stuff like that. Hopefully moving forward it won't happen again. It's just a case of maybe a cable was loose or something, and I didn't get to notice it until I got back, and it was a little too late because we were going away, sadly, so apologies for that. But again, thank you for watching. If you've got all the way here, it's greatly appreciated. If you haven't liked already, leave a like and subscribe. It's all down below. If you want updates on why maybe we haven't posted videos, I sometimes put them on our social media, so I'll link those below. And also you get an advanced look on what we're actually planning to record, so if you like that kind of stuff, if you like the behind the scenes stuff and what have you, then go check those out. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next Monday at 5, hopefully, if nothing goes wrong. Alright, bye bye.